GrownDad Business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah. GrownDad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad.
Boom! I did it. Wait, did I do it right? Boom. Welcome back to GrownDad Business. Guys, we're doing it. This is it. This is how I open my show. We're doing GrownDad Business. I'm in front of a camera and a light, and I'm trying to set this stuff up. I'm bright. I tried to be set up in the morning for you. Am I okay to record? Guys, we're back. Thanks for being here. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm still working out the things like this because I haven't done this in a while. I have a nice light effect on me. If you're listening on the podcast, you're not going to see this, but you can see this. I have an 80s movie lighting effect on me right now. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I haven't seen anybody in a while, and it's weird because just talking to a camera with nobody here is weird to me. So that's why I have somebody to talk to me a little bit, and they're going to be helping me out. They are my new co-producer for GrownDad Business, my friend, Sam Sprunger. Sam, look at boom. He just shows up on the thing. You know what I mean?
I'm like a genie. I'm like a genie.
You are. I realize now that I should probably have headphones on to hear you.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because it's gonna come over as like a double, isn't it?
Maybe.
We should have tested this.
Yeah, probably.
We should have done.
Probably.
And I have to get I want to talk to the camera, but also the computer. I don't know. It's like I've never acted in my life before or have done anything like that, but it's different when it's like that. But Sam is here to hang out and help me make sure I can talk to myself. I think that's what the point is. No, Sam, I'm happy to be back. Thank you. I want to just say, Sam is one of the reasons. You are one of the inspirations why I feel like GrownDad Business is back. I'm serious.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Right now, I'm hoping that this is not echoing.
It's not. Not in my ears. It's not.
I wonder. See, because this sound is coming out through this mic, and we can talk through the podcast because that's what it is. I don't edit my podcast. This is it. This is the show. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. My podcast has gone through many different inclinations, right? I mean, many different things. And I never really wanted to just talk to people like I know people do and people do successfully, but I don't know. I feel weird always talking to myself about myself. It's hard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, Sam?
Yep.
I gotta look down
absolutely.
Right, Sam?
Yep.
But I feel like people want to talk, and I want to talk to people. I miss people. You know what I mean? And I feel like I have to put my hands in the screen a lot because I have so much room to fill. So thanks, Sam. I'll just put all my hands in my screen. So no, if you're listening, thanks so much for listening. I'm happy to be back. And like I said, Sam being a producer, helping me with this. He has a podcast, 500 Section Lounge. 500 Section Lounge. Get the marbles out of your damn mouth, sir. That's me.
Enunciate.
I know. That's my fault. No, I met you guys. God, I feel like I did your podcast in 2020.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of the pandemic.
It was one of those things. And I ended up doing it again. And I feel like
a third time too.
Yeah. Well, Sam, your podcast is one of the only podcasts I feel like has followed my journey without listening to my podcast. And which, by the way, I haven't put out some episodes in a minute. I want to say thank you to the over 80,000 listens that people listened to my podcast when I was not releasing podcasts. So I thank you so much for that. People were listening. Also, I want to say thanks to my Patreon supporters. I have a Patreon. People are so supportive. It helps me keep this show going. I know during the pandemic, you're trying to keep things going, the technology and, streaming, everything like that costs money. And I've only been able to keep this kind of together and hosting my podcast and being able to even come back and do this. I mean, I got a new webcam because my laptop is from 2010. So thank you.
It's
so
older than my youngest son.
My laptop is older than my producer's son. And he's in middle school.
No, he's second grade. But
I know.
still.
I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Sam, it's hard to just express how much thanks I have for everybody. And like I said, for being on your podcast, it was hard. It's hard to like, you know, try to get back and put things together and kind of reinvent your career. And I know I explained that quite a few times over the last couple of years, but really right now I'm trying to build something that I can come back and bring podcasts even better to where they are now. Like in comedy, podcasts are amazing. Comedians are the leaders in podcasts. So that's, you know, I wanted to come back because just talking with Sam and his buddies on the 500 section lounge, it was been fun, and talking to a couple other people that over the pandemic put on some good podcasts, and my friends, comedians who are still putting on their podcasts. And to be honest, at the end of the day, Sam, it's just people literally messaging me saying, when are you coming out with a new podcast? Yep. So thanks for that. But we're back.
Yes.
I'm going to listen. I'm going to talk to you every week. I'm excited to just cut up. That's what I want to do. I just want to check in with you guys and cut up and talk about topics. And Sam will help my brain stay on track. And also I can have guests. I have lots of fun people that I know in my life that are super funny, and they're comedians and actors, and we can bring them on. But what I don't want to do, honestly, I'm just being honest. I don't, one of the best things that I did during my break was I did release 50 episodes of The Daily Dad. It's on the Grown Dad Business if you want to listen through those. I did 50 episodes of The Daily Dad, and they were just short little chunks of me cutting up. And to be honest, people really like that. People listen to those more than I thought. And I just wanted to share them on my podcast stream, you know, to you friends. And people like that. People like me just cutting up on short topics. And so that's, you know, we're just going to chat. We'll have a quick little chat.
Word.
You know, and we're back to school. I mean, you know, that's where we're at. We're back. See what I mean?
I work from home, so when the kids go back to school, which they did just today, I get a quiet home.
Dude, that's nice. I know. Yeah. My kids are back to school. It feels good. But here's the thing. Here's what I've been taking my kids to school for a long time, right? Every year. And every year there's things that you forget that happen that you're like, wait a second, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like you start like there are lots of people that drop their kids off, right, Sam? Like there's people drop their kids off, their kids take the bus. I get it. A lot of kids take the bus. My kids don't take the bus because we live close to our school, so they don't need to take the bus. So there's a lot of people that drop their kids off. Mm-hmm. How many years does it take to you for anybody to remember like drop off etiquette? Is that a thing that we're gonna like figure out at some point? You know what I mean? Like just pulling in the middle of the street and just kissing your kid, like checking their backpack. What the hell, Sam? And this kid is in like 7th grade. They've been going to school here for years. They know what's up, you know?
Yeah.
Why do we still have to act like the most selfish person on the planet when you drop your kids off? I don't understand this. There's rules. What's happening?
Well, you know? I don't have a premise because I always walked. I always walked when I was a kid because I was a town kid. And then my kids, have ridden the bus. Even though we live in town, it's far enough away that we let them ride the bus. But now I have a 16-year-old who has a driver's license. He's going to start driving the boys to school now.
Oh, that's what, you know what? You don't think about that when you're like, oh, wait, I have a kid that's old enough to drive all the kids to school. Because right now, listen, we're too close to bus.
Yep.
And I'm kind of, the thing that makes it terrible right now is that I have 3 kids now that go to 3 different buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I have high school, middle school, and elementary school. All like I'm an Uber driver from like 7 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. And then like Mondays are terrible because Mondays I do radio. So it's like we drop the kids off and then I run and do radio and then we're podcasting. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know people are like, oh, sorry, you have to drop the kids off and then you have a job, Aaron. I'm like, I know.
But I'm not used to it.
I'm a spoiled little baby.
Yeah. Back to school is always, it was always a horrible time for me when I was in school. But now I'm like, yes.
You know, oh, yeah. That's the thing. We get a summer, listeners, if you have been listening for a long time, you know, my wife is a teacher. She's a preschool teacher. She's not, I don't want to say a real teacher because I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to say she's better than a real teacher, but I don't know. She is a preschool shepherd. That's what I call her. She teaches little ones and prepares them for kindergarten and preschools. And she is a whisperer. She's a toddler whisperer. Like she like Pied Pipers, like children, like little 3-year-olds. Meanwhile, I would all just like put them in a potato sack and like give them a Rubik's Cube and then leave them in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I would teach preschool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, I'm like, everybody here's Bluey and some juice, you know? But my wife is like, come little children. She's like the Mary Poppins of like terrible threes or whatever. Guys, I just edited something out and I made it a commercial break. So I apologize. No, we're still working out the kinks to this. The kinks, like, you know, does Sam like leather or rubber? You know what I mean? Like things like that. No, I hope that just come back every week. That's all I want to say. You know, I feel like I want to cut up, but I'm like, I should come back and do this when I'm more prepared, you know, but we feel like we were prepared as much as possible. But hey, putting it together, dude.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? Yeah. What was it? The first episode of whatever is always the worst.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. It's been a minute.
So it's been a minute.
So,
it's going to be okay-ish.
Listen, I am already the world's okayest parent. So if this is
the
world's okayest podcast, that's fine with me.
That's right.
As long as you guys are cool with it, come visit and say hi. And hey, listen, I'm going to continue putting out content right now. I just want to say one of my main goals is to continue to get out and do stand-up. You can see me do live stand-up all over the country. I'm producing my stand-up Get Down comedy game show. You can see that in Pittsburgh and around the country soon. You can see clips, follow that, stand-up Get Down. But I want to keep putting out stuff like this. If you want to support on Patreon. I want to hook up Sam. Sam's helping. Sam has a family.
Yeah.
So really on Patreon, if you're able to support the show, I appreciate that so much, even $1. And then we are going to have exclusive stuff on Patreon again. I have some really fun ideas about taking some lost episodes and finding some clips from that. And also, I just want to announce that Sam, I'm announcing it.
Fantastic.
I'm announcing it. And I'm gonna get us a special someone to join us. But on Patreon only, we're gonna be recording a podcast for Patreon only. I know.
Yeah.
It is going to be, I've always made a joke that if I had a podcast and did an episode on everything in showbiz that I've been cut from or released from, or a movie that I was almost in, or a TV show that I was almost in, boy, do I have some stories for you. On Patreon, I'm going to give you at least 12 episodes of things that I've been cut from that you've heard of, that are movies and television.
That are real things.
Yeah, real things, that movies that you can go watch right now. And I will not be in them. That's right. I may even be in the credits.
I was going to say, you got a credit at least in one of them that I know of.
Quite a few. I'm in the credits, but you won't see this fat dad face. So yeah, I don't know what that podcast is going to be called. It's going to be multiple episodes. That'll be fun stories of me being cut or released, or not even making a film or a television show, on Patreon only. And guess what? You can watch that for $1. $1, that's all. because we gotta pay for the show, and I appreciate you guys so much. Right now, Screen Actors Guild is on strike, so we're not making money. And one of the things is that Meta, and Facebook and all them, they stream and make money, and all the big streamers and stuff. So we want to bring all that back to the creators, and here we are. So if you want to support, thank you so much. Also, watch Sam's show, the 500 Section Lounge.
Good job.
I love it. It's a bunch of dads hanging out. And if you didn't already have that podcast, I would be doing it, and so are all the other dads. So no, really, it's a great dad hang podcast. You have one of my favorite people I've ever had on that I will definitely have on in the future. Greg Warren, one of the funniest dudes alive.
Love Greg Warren.
So check out 500 Section Lounge podcast. Sam, thanks, man. Friends, say hi to Sam. Go check out his show if you're dads who just like hanging out. And I will say, our shows, if you like my show, you know that you're gonna love Sam's show. Does that make sense?
To me, it does.
Yeah, no, it's not a bunch of dads talking about like bra sizes and stuff like that.
No,
I don't know how to you know what I mean.
We talk about literally we talk about just about anything, but we have a lot of guests, and so basically we talk legendary conversations from sports to history and everything in between.
I love it. Also, I mean, I have some affiliates in my links. Go check those out. We'll do all that some other time. Hey, these are the best. We did it. We did it, Sam.
Yes.
We did it.
Success.
Thanks you so much. We did it. We did it.
Yes.
All right.
Can I put my hands down now?
Yeah. Yeah. And as soon as music starts playing, see, look at that. Yeah. Play out, passion high five play out. I love it. Sam, so you don't have to.
I'm embarrassing myself.
You don't have to. Yeah. I won't dance either. I won't.